Mark Bresciano, Australia's midfield maestro. Early life and beginnings in football. Mark Bresciano was born on February 11, 1980, in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, to an Italian-Australian family. From an early age, Bresciano showed a natural affinity for sports, with football quickly becoming his primary passion. Raised in a neighborhood with a vibrant Italian community, Bresciano's love for the game was nurtured by his family, who introduced him to the world of football. His early years were marked by his constant involvement in local football, where his talents became apparent. Bresciano began his football journey at the age of 10 with the local club Faulkner, and by his early teens, his exceptional talent was already beginning to shine. A highly skilled and technically gifted midfielder, Bresciano quickly gained recognition in the junior leagues. His eye for a pass, vision, and ability to dictate play were qualities that set him apart from many of his peers. As Bresciano progressed through the ranks, it became clear that he had the potential to play at the highest level. At the age of 16, he was recruited by Melbourne Knights, one of the top clubs in the Australian National Soccer League, NSL, which at the time was the premier football competition in Australia. It was at the Knights that Bresciano began to further refine his craft, earning a reputation for his creative flair and technical excellence in the midfield. Breakthrough in the A-League and early international recognition. Bresciano's move to professional football began to take shape when the A-League was founded in 2004 as Australia's new top-tier football competition, replacing the NSL. As one of the top prospects in Australian football, Bresciano made the decision to move to Perth Glory in 2004, becoming one of the first prominent players to play in the newly formed league. His contributions to the club's midfield quickly garnered attention and saw him earn a place in the Australian national team, the Socceroos, for the first time in 2005. Bresciano's national team debut came in 2005 during a friendly match against New Zealand, marking the start of a long and fruitful international career. His performances for Perth Glory and the Socceroos made him one of the standout midfielders in Australian football, with his versatility, passing range, and vision marking him as a player of exceptional quality. By 2006, Bresciano had firmly established himself as one of the key figures in the Socceroos setup and was a key player in Australia's 2006 FIFA World Cup squad. Despite Australia's early exit from the tournament, Bresciano's performances on the world stage helped raise his profile internationally, and his stock continued to rise in both domestic and international football. Move to Europe, Italian success. In 2006, following his success with the Socceroos at the World Cup, Bresciano moved to Europe, signing with Palermo in Italy's Serie A. His move to the Italian top division marked a major milestone in his career, as he made the leap from Australian football to one of Europe's most competitive leagues. Bresciano's transition to Serie A was smooth, thanks to his technical ability and intelligence on the field. At Palermo, Bresciano quickly became a fan favorite. His ability to dictate the tempo of the game from midfield and his dangerous set-piece deliveries made him an integral part of the team. Over his 5 seasons with Palermo, Bresciano established himself as one of the club's standout performers, making over 100 appearances and scoring important goals. His time at Palermo included a standout season in 2007, where he played a pivotal role in the club's successful campaign in the UEFA Cup, now known as the Europa League. His Serie A experience provided Bresciano with the perfect environment to hone his skills, as Italy's top division is known for its tactical discipline and emphasis on technical precision. The Italian football scene also helped Bresciano further refine his defensive capabilities, adding an extra dimension to his play. During his time in Italy, Bresciano also became an integral part of the Socceroos campaign to qualify for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, cementing his status as one of Australia's most important players. He played a vital role in Australia's World Cup qualifiers, helping to secure the Socceroos' place in South Africa. Continued success in Europe. A move to Al Nassr. In 2011, after his successful stint at Palermo, Bresciano moved to the UAE Pro League, joining Al Nassr, one of the top clubs in the United Arab Emirates. His time in the Middle East allowed him to experience a different style of football, which focused heavily on attacking and quick transitions. Despite playing in a less competitive league than Serie A, Bresciano continued to showcase his skills and leadership, becoming an important figure in Al Nassr's midfield. While at Al Nassr, Bresciano's performances were still of high quality, even as he entered the latter stages of his playing career. His creativity and experience were invaluable assets to the club, and he was able to maintain a high standard of play despite the physical demands of the league. His time in the UAE allowed him to take a step back from the intensity of European football while still maintaining his fitness and level of competition. Bresciano's stint in the UAE would prove to be his final international club move, but it was clear that his experience had shaped him into one of Australia's most respected and versatile midfielders. Return to Australia. Leadership and mentoring. In 2013, Mark Bresciano returned to Australia, rejoining the A-League to play for Melbourne Victory. His return to Australia marked the beginning of a new chapter in his career, as he brought his wealth of European and international experience to the A-League. At Melbourne Victory, Bresciano was reunited with some of Australia's most talented players and contributed immensely to the development of the club's midfield. Bresciano's leadership qualities were invaluable at Melbourne Victory. Despite being in the twilight of his playing career, he continued to play with the same passion and technical excellence that had defined his career. Bresciano's vision, passing accuracy, and tactical awareness made him one of the standout players in the A-League. As a mentor to younger players, Bresciano's experience proved crucial in helping develop the next generation of Australian talent. His understanding of the game, honed from his years in Italy and the UAE, allowed him to pass on knowledge to the younger players coming through the ranks at Melbourne Victory. Bresciano was instrumental in the team's successes, and he remained one of the league's most reliable midfielders until he retired in 2016.